You believe you are a good person, but the reality is you are harmless. You have mistaken virtue for the inability to say no, and because of this, you have become a slave to the approval of others. Does it hurt? It should. Because every day you bleed yourself dry pleasing people who would not even notice your absence, while your own life remains stalled in the waiting room. You feel that knot in your stomach, that mix of exhaustion and silent rage from giving everything and receiving crumbs in return. Today you will break that chain forever. I am not going to pat you on the back. I am going to give you the definitive strategy to armor your character and demand the respect you have never given yourself. You are going to stop being an option and become an authority. But listen to me closely. This requires courage. The weak will be offended and will go looking for cheap comfort elsewhere because taking control frightens them. If you have the strength to kill your old self and take command, subscribe right now and declare your rebirth in the comments by writing, "I am my priority." It is time to see what you are made of. In the next 14 minutes, you will deactivate the unconscious mechanism that forces you to save everyone at the expense of your own health. If you do not do it today, in 6 months your body will stop you by force. This is not a warning, it is a medical fact. Let's begin. There is a precise moment in life when you look in the mirror and see a stranger. You observe the dark circles under your eyes. You notice the tension in your jaw. You realize you have spent years carrying everyone's weight but your own. It did not happen all at once. It was a slow erosion. It was like a rope tightening millimeter by millimeter each day. A favor you did not want to do. A yes that should have been a no. A burden you accepted at work because no one else wanted it. And without realizing it, you became the emotional life raft for half the world. Think about it for a second. They need you and they seek you out. They call you when they are down. You always answer. You were taught that being good is being always available, that a person's worth is measured by their usefulness. But a breaking point comes. One night you come home, you sit on the edge of the bed, and you ask yourself something you had never dared to think. Who holds me up? Being the emotional life raft is a gilded cage. It seems noble, it seems heroic, but in reality, it is a cage that leaves you empty. It is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much of yourself you pour in, it never fills. And the worst part of this situation is not the ingratitude of others. The worst part is that you accepted this role without question. Imagine this scene at your job. It is 6 in the evening. Your colleague is leaving because he says he is overwhelmed. You stay to finish his report because you feel bad about him getting in trouble. You are there, under the artificial light, wasting your life on a problem you did not create. That is not kindness. That is a lack of respect for yourself. You are on an imaginary ship. Everyone else has their life jacket on. You, however, have nothing because you gave yours away so someone else could be more comfortable. The sea begins to stir. The waves rise. You are still there, swallowing water, holding up those who already had their own jackets. It sounds absurd when put like that, but that is what you do every time you carry others' problems. Every time you forget to eat to handle an emergency that is not yours. At some point, the ship rocks so much that you are the first to fall. And who jumps in to rescue you? Usually, no one. Not because they are bad people, but because you accustom them to you being the immortal one, the one who never needs anything. Breaking out of this role is not about becoming a cold person. It is about understanding a basic rule of physics. A life raft that sinks saves no one. Stoicism is brutally clear on this. First, you must care for the inner citadel. the foundation. If you collapse, everything that depended on you also falls. You are not here to be the solution to others' traumas. You are here to manage your own life. You can accompany, of course, but not carry. To accompany is to walk alongside. To carry is to bear on your back. And your back can't take any more weight. Let's make this tangible. I want you to identify that weight in your chest. That slight discomfort when someone asks you for something and your body screams no. That signal is your survival instinct. Listen to it. When it appears, take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I doing this out of choice or out of fear of disappointing? If your answer is fear, stop. Honesty with yourself is the only scalpel that can cut out this infection. Here is an immediate challenge for you. Comment with the word release if you commit to dropping a burden today that is not yours. I want to see who is ready to stop being a beast of burden. Now let's delve into the real cost. There is a weariness that sleep cannot cure. It does not show up in blood tests. It is a weariness of the soul. It appears when you have spent years putting yourself last in line. When everyone eats first and you are left with the scrap. When everyone rests and you are still cleaning up the mess. Imagine your energy as a military battery. You have a limited charge to operate for the day. Every interaction costs you. Listening to that friend who has been complaining about the same problem for 10 years costs you 20%. Doing your boss's work costs you 30%. Arguing with your family over trivial things costs you another 20%. You end the day in the red. And you do it day after day. Month after month. The bill arrives. It always arrives. Irritability. Memory loss. Apathy. The desire to run far away and tell no one where you are. These are not signs of madness. They are symptoms of energetic insolvency. You have been paying for others' whims with your mental health. This is where Stoic discipline comes in. You cannot have a sovereign life if you do not control the borders of your mind. If anyone can enter, make a mess, and leave, you do not have a mind. You have a public dump. If you believe in method and not in luck, subscribe now. Here we train character, not excuses. Let's continue. Let's talk about boundaries. People are terrified of this word. They think setting boundaries is declaring war. They think it is aggressive. Nothing could be further from the truth. A boundary is an act of definition. It is telling the world where you end and they begin. Imagine a house with no doors. Anyone can walk in. They sit on your sofa. They open your fridge. They lie in your bed. You are in a relationship or friendship. The other person unloads all their emotional garbage on you for an hour. You nod. You say yes. Inside, you are exhausted. When they finish, they leave feeling light and happy. You are left with a headache and a bad mood. What happened there? You were the landfill for their emotions. And you allowed it. The next time it happens, apply the tactical pause. Do not respond immediately. Do not say yes automatically. Say something simple. Let me check and I'll get back to you. Or if it is a heavy conversation, I don't have the capacity to listen to this right now, let's talk tomorrow. Observe the panic that sets in as you say it. You are afraid they will get angry. You are afraid they will stop loving you. And here we get to the root of the problem. The approval trap. You do all this because deep down, you believe that if you are not useful, you are not worthy of love. You believe your rent in this world is paid by doing favors. It is a lie you were told as a child. Be a good boy. Don't bother anyone. Help your aunt. You were programmed to serve, not to be. But external approval is a cheap drug. It gives you a momentary high when they say, "You're so good." But it leaves you with a terrible hangover when you realize you were used. Your value is non-negotiable. It does not go up when they applaud you. It does not go down when they ignore you. Your value is intrinsic. It depends on your character, on your ability to stand firm. There are burdens that simply do not belong to you. Think of that person you are always rescuing from their financial or emotional mistakes. You think you are helping them, but it's not true. By always saving them, you prevent them from learning. You rob them of the opportunity to mature. Remember this image. A man is pushing a car uphill. He sweats. He bleeds. He breaks his back. The owner of the car is sitting at the wheel, calm, smoking a cigarette. One day, the man pushing gets fed up and steps aside. The car stops. The owner has to get out and push. He gets angry, of course, but for the first time, he takes responsibility for his own vehicle. Releasing others' burdens is not cruelty. It is pedagogy. Every adult must carry their own backpack. If you carry someone else's, they become weak, and you break. It is an equation where both lose. Recognizing your needs is not selfishness. It is basic logistics. A soldier who does not sleep will miss the shot. A surgeon who does not eat will tremble. You, who manage a complex life, need maintenance. You systematically ignore your body. You are thirsty and do not drink. You are sleepy and you drink coffee. You feel like crying and you swallow the lump in your throat. Your body is keeping score, and it will collect with interest. A chronic muscle knot, gastritis, an anxiety attack in the supermarket. Your body is screaming, "Stop." Listening to it is an act of courage. Saying, "I'm not going out tonight because I need to sleep," is an act of internal hierarchy. You are putting your health above others' entertainment. And beware of the leeches. There are people who drain. They are not necessarily bad, but they are black holes. They absorb light and give nothing back. You must identify them. Do this quick check. Think of a specific person. After being with them, do you feel inspired, or do you feel like you need a 3-hour nap? If it is the latter, you have an energy leak right there. You must seal that crack. It does not mean you stop talking to them, but reduce the exposure. Protect your time as if it were gold, because it is. Guilt will be your first enemy when you start this change. Guilt is the watchdog of the old system. It will bark. It will tell you, you are bad, you are selfish. They will think poorly of you. Let it bark. It does not bite. It is just mental noise. Guilt appears because you are breaking a habit, not because you are doing something wrong. Always remember that. The discomfort you feel when saying no is a growing pain. It is the muscle of your character tearing so it can grow stronger. Justifying yourself less is key. When you say no, do not give 1,000 explanations. I can't go because I have to wash the cat's hair and then wait for a package. No. Simply, I can't. Or, it doesn't work for me. The more you justify, the more it seems like you are asking for permission to live your life. You do not need permission. You are the captain of the ship. Saying enough is reclaiming your strength. It is a muscle. At first, you tremble. Your hands sweat. But the second time is easier. The third time is natural. And one day, you realize people respect you more. Curiously, when you stop being everyone's doormat, people stop wiping their feet on you. They start to see you with authority. Respect is not asked for. Respect is commanded with the boundaries you maintain. Becoming your priority without remorse is the ultimate goal. It is not narcissism. A narcissist uses others to feel good. You simply take care of yourself so you can be truly useful. From a place of abundance, not from lack. If you are strong, balanced, and at peace, your presence helps more than 1,000 favors done begrudgingly. Your calm is contagious. Your stability provides support. But to get there, you must have supported yourself first. Today, I invite you to do something radically simple. Choose one small thing you do out of obligation and eliminate it. That social commitment you do not want to go to. That call you do not want to answer. Cancel it, and observe what happens. You will see that the world does not end. The sun will rise tomorrow just the same. But you will feel a little lighter, a little freer. This is only the beginning of the reconstruction. You have learned to close the gates of your fortress. But once you are safe inside, how do you handle the silence that remains? What happens when you stop being busy saving others and have to face your own demons? In the next episode, I will show you how to master the void that appears when you take your life back. Do not ignore it. Your mind is either forged in that silence or destroyed by it. I'll see you in the next chapter.